Hi, let's continue our journey to interpreting our own dreams. Thanks for joining me. My name is Paula, and I am a certified dream coach. And I have a belief that I can give you some examples of dream interpretations, and then you'll be able to interpret your own dreams. Of course, if you need help, you can always contact me at dreaminterpretationcoach.com. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a little bit longer, more complicated dream than what I've been doing, but I think you're ready for it. I was in a kitchen with my grandma. She was baking a type of yeast roll. There were 8 different fillings that she put into each roll. Now, I don't remember them all, but they were colorful, and they had something to do with the chakras, the energy centers in our body, which all have a color related to them. They were spread out evenly where they did not touch, and each bite would be a different filling. Sounds yummy, huh? But I knew that she had sold some of them, and she told me that she sold 3,000 of them. Well, I knew then that we all had to pitch in and help her. Now, that's the end of that dream. I use a picture language that is called the universal language of mind. It's a language of function, and it makes so much sense to me, so I hope I can help you make sense of your dreams. First of all, there's 2 major rules to dreams. Number 1, everyone in the dream is the dreamer, and everything in the dream is about the dreamer. So, after you have a dream, I want you to write it down immediately. Because you know what happens. The minute you wake up, your conscious starts taking over. You start planning your day, thinking about your coffee, and you lose that dream. Your subconscious is kind of, goes into the background. Your conscious comes forward so that you're able to handle your day. I start interpretation of my dreams by gathering all the symbols and jotting down their universal meanings. Now, I say universal because all symbols have a meaning in the human experience. For example, let's see, if you had a stop sign, or if you saw a stop sign in any country, you would know to stop. So let's go ahead and determine what the symbols are in this dream. First of all, we have rolls, which is food. Now, since food nourishes the body, and this is a universal language of mind, that's a picture language. What we do is we take that in the daily function of your waking life and we translate it into a dream language, a spiritual language. We say knowledge nourishes the soul. So food is knowledge in a dream. Now, kitchen, it's a place in mind to prepare knowledge. Anytime you're in a building, then it will have to do with the condition of your mind, those attitudes, thoughts, state of mind you held a day or 2 before the dream. Next symbol would be grandma. Now, any person in a dream is an aspect of yourself, and there are different levels of mind that the people will represent. For example, grandma in a dream is a superconscious level of mind, and same-sex people will represent the conscious mind. Opposite-sex people will represent the subconscious mind, and people in the high authority, parents, grandparents, they all represent the superconscious mind. Now, you probably ask, what is a superconscious mind? Well, this is the innermost level of consciousness. Some people would call it the spirit of that person. So chakras is the next symbol. Now, to dream about chakras, that represents your emotional, spiritual alignment, your centeredness. Positively, it would reflect your feelings of being more emotionally and spiritually connected. Negatively, it could represent those same feelings being blocked. This comes from an Indian text called the Vedas, written about 1500 to 500 BC, making it the oldest text ever written. We also have some numerology in this dream. I told you there was a lot to this dream. Number 8, there was 8 different flavors, and that represents value. 3 stands for creation, and when there are many zeros, it gives a higher value to the meaning of that number. So now we have the symbols all laid out, kind of like an outline. We can follow them and determine the meaning of this dream. Since I'm in a kitchen, I am in a mindset to prepare, consume, or obtain knowledge with the help of my superconscious, my innermost self, and the authority within, which is represented by my grandma. Now, I see her as a very grounded person, and this is how I want you to do an interpretation of people in your dream. I want you to, since they reflect an aspect of yourself, I want you to associate a word or meaning of that person to get a better idea of the message of the dream. Now, Grandma always kept her mind active. She was a realist. So this dream is telling me that what I am learning is to give me that balance and grounding that I seek. The roles have many different flavors, all infused into the one role. Now that's telling me that this knowledge has many different levels, just like the chakras have many different levels. And these different feelings all had different colors that I was relating in the dream to the chakras. So I've actually been trying to learn more about the chakras in the last few months. So this kind of makes sense that my subconscious would put those colors into that context and use my grandma to show me. Now, let's add the numbers to the dream interpretation. The number 8 has to do with value. So therefore, I place a high value on this knowledge. And the number 3 has to do with creation. What I am creating in my life is very important to me. Now, I say that because not only does 8 mean value, but when you add all those zeros onto it, it just ups the level of importance of that message. So you can see how I'm interpreting this dream using the symbols. That's how I want you to do it. After you do interpret your dream, I want you then to determine how you can apply it to your waking life. If you follow these few simple steps, I think you'll find yourself dreaming and remembering your dreams more and more. I think this was a very positive dream, showing me that in my waking life, I have to learn ways to create that balance, centering, physically, emotionally, and spiritually that I seek. The day before this dream, I'll tell you what I was doing. I was hiking in Colorado along a beautiful mountain stream about 10,000 feet above sea level. Now, I know that when I'm in nature, I feel more balanced and grounded emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And I know that when my grandma was outdoors in the woods along the river, she was the happiest too. And this is why my subconscious used my grandma to give me this message. Now, I want you to do that too. When you write down your dream, I want you to make sure you put a little bit of history, just a day or day before what happened in that day, so that when you go back, even years later, you go back and you read this dream, you'll see how it relates to what was happening the day before that dream, and that'll help you also interpret it. Thanks so much for watching my videos and learning to interpret your own dreams. Now, if you want to know more about dreams, just go to my website at dreaminterpretationcoach.com. And you can also send a message to me there. You can also send me a dream, and I'll be glad to help you with it. Thank you.